Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be reviewing the GMC Yukon Elevation, and this one is an XL. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the National GMC here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this Yukon. I'll include a link to the website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood we have a 5.3 liter V8 naturally aspirated that goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy is 14 around town and then 19 on the highway, with power outputs being 355 horsepower and then 383 pound-feet of torque. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So we've got a pretty boxy design for the hood. Not much has actually changed with that, a little bit, but not a lot. The big change is the headlights, so even the Elevation gets the fancy new lights, which looks pretty cool if you ask me. Got the fog lights down below, and then look at this massive chrome grille. We've got more of that trim at the bottom, so yeah, it's a pretty cool setup so far. Now our tire wheel setup is 275 by 60 by 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you got the silver with the darker trim there. GMC up top, you got Yukon down below. And you can see all the chrome trim around the windows. Got the fixed side step, and again, it's an XL, so it's the longer version. This leads us to the key fob, which has our lock and unlock function if it'll ever focus on it, but trust me, it's there. Also have the opening for the hatch remote start, opening for the rear window as well. Now, the XL has XL when it comes to storage space. So you can see really big back here behind the third row, and you even have a little bit more underneath the floor here as well, which is cool. You can just pull this strap back to put that back in place. Third row seats fold down, raise automatically. Second row only fold down. You have to raise them up yourself. Got an outlet here in the back, but this is why you go big, folks. You can carry people and stuff. It's automatic for the hatch to lower it, of course. And then you've got the new taillights, which have that cool C-shaped design. Also have a fun animation, so good job with that. But yeah, you can see the exterior of this looks very premium with all the trim and everything. They don't have nasty black plastic all over the place. Keyless entry, and then opening up the door panel. Got nice soft touch trim here at the top. Got a bunch of stitching throughout, same thing down below. See, speaker for the sound system. Throw this on the other side. But fancy seats. You can get cloth seats with the Elevation. This one just doesn't have them. It's got the upgraded ones. All of your adjustments here. Getting in's easy, side step, and then you also have a grab handle to help pull up. Legroom, it's good. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some cup holders here. We've got our own climate zone in the back as well, heated seats on top of that. And headroom, it's good here in the back. And then for the third row, comfortably fit adults back there. I mean, again, you also have the nice seats back there, which is cool. But tons of legroom in the rear, and you got good headroom as well. So it's just a nice place to be. And you do have rear windows, so it makes it feel more open. And then up front, we've got nice soft touch trim all over, just like the back. I like the stitching here at the top and all that. Memory seats, blind spot warning with the mirrors, so almost forgot about that. Automatic for the front windows. We've got our power folding mirrors, speaker for the sound system. And then you can see here, 1670 for the payload capacity, and then towing capacity is 8,000. Fancy perforated seats up front. Nice trim here at the bottom. Adjustments on the side are all power. Trailer brake controls integrated from the factory. Light controls here, drive line select. It does have a 2-speed transfer case. So the 360 camera, your stability control. Got our hill descent control as well, parking assist, parking sensors, auto stop start, lane departure. So it's got it all. So taking a look at the steering wheel, nice trim all around. Radio controls here on the back of the steering wheel as well. We've got a bunch of practical controls here on the front, including for a heated steering wheel, controls for the center, adaptive cruise control. Actually, this has Super Cruise. Fancy pants. Paddle shifters in the back too. Anyways, trim signal windshield wiper stock, and you've got your good old-fashioned column shifter. And then we've got this new big digital gauge cluster, so again, even the Elevation has fancy stuff that the higher-end packages come with. So pretty cool looking so far. 360 camera system, so a bunch of different angles. I think that's pretty cool to see through all of that. and good resolution as well. And then as for the rest of the screen, it's quick to respond, so that's a big plus. It does have a little physical volume control at the bottom. Climate controls are accessible at the bottom as well. Heated seats only. Nice physical tabs for some of these functions if you don't want to use the touchscreen function. So kind of a nice little thing they've added there. I like the vents on either side. That's kind of cool. Nice trim all across the dash here, and then I like this little storage up top. And then we just have a regular glove box down below. And then you've got lots of storage here, more underneath as well. So it's not like a full cubby, but it's decently practical. Also wireless phone charging pad. Solid center console. Nice trim here on the top. Rear view mirror with this as well. And then you've got some controls to fold down the seats. So here's our window sticker, 2025 Yukon XL. Total MSRP $81,250, and you can see the starting MSRP is $72,900. So like Super Cruise, you don't get that. You save yourself $3,500. Black package, black grill, so that saves you another $1,600. A lot of the other stuff is just standard equipment, actually. Max trailering package, not too bad. Oh, so Super Cruise and Max trailering, interesting. But you could save yourself a few bucks if you wanted to, no problem. Let's see how it performs. Well, let us set off in the Yukon. XL is such a big vehicle. It's interesting how automakers seem to be doing fewer vents in their, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like they're doing fewer vents in their cars. Interesting to see if people have, I mean, this seems like it's got more than enough airflow, but people have more and more airflow complaints moving forward. By the way, I'm taking it safe so I don't hit into anything. But yeah, let's set off in this Yukon Elevation. This might be the best bang for your buck. I do want to review a regular one, so shorter version, so not XL, and then with the cloth seats. I'm interested to see what that's like. 5.3 is not a bad engine. It's got some torque. It has got some torque. So I think the torque is plus right off the bat. Suspension is pretty comfortable. Again, I still want to see the new air suspension. I haven't had a chance to see how that performs yet. I might have to wait until I review an Escalade or something, because so far the Tahoes and Yukons have all been delivered with the without air suspension, rather. I was gonna say with the regular suspension, but yeah, just basically without air suspension. So kind of interesting. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it really is a nice ride. I think that they've tuned everything quite well. And that's part of the reason why you get full-size SUVs, is just the comfort. It's always been a plus with them. And you know, people talk crap on the 5.3, but I think the 5.3 is actually a pretty good engine. It's fun to drive. Fall cleaning, always fun, always a fun time of the year. Fall pruning, as they say. And it's not too bad. It's not the fastest thing on the planet, but it's not too bad. So to sum things up, yeah, the Elevation package, I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than I thought it would be. But at the same time, I mean, you look at the loaded up Denali, and I mean, you can basically turn this into a Denali, but for a little bit less money. But yeah, you look at like a loaded up Denali, for example, and that ain't cheap. And I mean, the new Ultimate and AT4X, you know, top line, those are going to be over 100 grand, that's for sure. So yeah, the whole Yukon lineup's gotten more expensive, and so it seems like GMC's kind of just going after the high-end market. And so maybe that's where the Tahoe will just sit in and be the more affordable counterpart. Even though more affordable is still like 70 grand with Tahoes. Crazy the world we live in. Crazy the world we live in. Either way, let me know what you think about the Yukon with the Elevation package. I think this one will be the sweet spot for a lot of people because it's got the nice features and it's a little bit more affordable than like a Denali. It's kind of like a Denali, but right, just a bit more affordable, a little bit nicer. Not nicer, cooler looking. That's the word I'm looking for. My brain's at like 20% right now. That's all.